Welcome, you double fisting dirties, to a new episode of Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ. I am Mercedes Javid.
I'm Tommy Feight.
And we are a married couple who give you all our shit. I mean, every day is a feat, right?
Let's not talk about feet, kid.
Oh, Lord.
Let's keep the feet to yourself.
So yesterday I was somewhere that someone took off their shoes and they had really pretty feet.
Yeah.
Oh, I was getting a manicure. Oh. And I looked over at this girl.
They let you do that without a permit?
Oh, shut it. Look, compliment my nails.
Oh, they look good.
Thank you.
They look good.
Pretty.
Yeah.
I'm going for the third time in a row with Ferrari red nails.
Okay.
Usually I don't repeat once. This is 3.
But it's very seasonal and it looks good.
It's just guys like red. I like red. I like to match my toes. If you're a woman and you get mani-pedis, you know that you don't get the pedi as often as you get the feet because our nails on our hands grow much faster.
The little guy loves red too. That's his favorite color.
So I won't get a different color. I always have to match toes and feet. So I, not knowing that I don't have time for the pedicure, I kept the color the same and I'm super happy with it. You know, who knew? Okay. So
you need a few days for them for a pedicure. Cut off some time in the calendar.
You know,
they got to get a nail clipper made of Valerian steel.
What is Valerian steel?
That's from Game of Thrones. It's the strongest. It's the strongest
weed whacker.
It's the strongest steel in the realm.
So what I was saying was that yesterday yesterday when I was getting my manicure, I looked over and I was like, that's a pretty girl. Like, just kind of looking at her. She kind of looked like she could do an ad for like Clairol or Lancome. She just had like that classic, you know, pretty girl next door. Yeah, pretty hair, pretty features. She was like beautiful but plain Jane at the same time.
Yeah.
And I looked at her feet and I looked at the bottom of her feet and I looked at the size of them and just everything. And I was like, they looked small. They looked like something I could put my mouth on if I was a guy. Yeah. And I realized what you're missing.
Not break a tooth.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. And by the way,
lose a filling.
This, or a tooth.
Yeah.
You already said tooth.
Yeah, I already said tooth.
What about those a crown?
Yeah, definitely. You got to take the crowns out beforehand.
Pop a veneer.
The crowns are too expensive. You got to have that shit all removed before one of your toes is someone's.
But I did. I was like, that's probably what most girls' feet look like. Yeah. Small, pretty, dainty, small, like mainly small, and pretty and soft skin.
But in your defense, they're not built for all terrain.
Those feet can't do shit.
They can't do shit.
They can't do shit.
No hot coals.
No running out of a house, a burning house.
No mountain climbing.
No one of those like beaches. Excuse me. None of those beaches in Nice, like the south of France with the pebbles.
Yeah. No kicking a bear.
No. No fighting off raccoons.
Yes, definitely not. Speaking of which.
Wait. There's trigger warning.
Oh.
Okay.
Trigger warning.
We have a listener who is pregnant. Shout out. Congratulations. She said, Tommy, don't laugh as you're telling a sad story because
we gotta laugh.
You make yes, you are Irish. Her husband's Irish too.
Yeah.
And I mean, not just your culture, but like we laugh in order to get through trauma.
Yes.
You know, that's how we survive.
Yes.
But I also remember when I was pregnant, I became way more sensitive and compassionate than ever. Yeah.
You were an emotional wreck. Remember we went to see, what was it, A Star is Born? Like this is before bed rest when she was allowed of that house. And we went to see Star is Born. And she cried like at the opening credits.
I thought it was just the ad for
No, you cried
the
at
trailer.
The trailer for Mary Poppins.
Okay.
And you fucking hate musicals. Like
I do.
She hates musicals. So I can't wait to go see that.
Yeah.
She had a napkin that she was crying. Oh man, yeah. So I apologize. I'm sure the lady right now is very emotional.
When you're growing a baby inside of you, you have a feeling that it's like nothing that men will ever know.
I mean,
you do become you're in major defense mode because you're keeping someone, you're growing and keeping an innocent, defenseless being alive.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, if you can remember Tommy up until the first year, it's, you know, scary.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But there was a...
So the reason what she was saying was, she said, when Maris or MJ, whatever my name is, when I go upstairs as I do at 9:00 every night, and I call my cousin Ziba, and we have our little kiki before we, you know, talk about our day, download on, you know, the trials and tribulations. Unfortunately, in the neighborhood where we live, there's a lot of wildlife, and there is often people that are irresponsible, or, you know, maybe it's not their fault, but their little cats or dogs or other things get out.
Absolutely. And then it gets wild, man. It gets wild.
And then you have to hear it. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Or not even worse. You'll see a poster, you know what I mean? You'll see someone and you know it's not going to work.
Well, sometimes they come back.
What was that person this summer that was looking a long time for her cat, man?
She had a drone.
Yeah.
She had a psychic. She had hired bloodhounds.
Yeah, man. She got Scotland Yard involved.
Yes.
Yeah, no, everybody was on the case, dude. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, that he ran out of his 9 lives.
Okay, it wasn't a cat. Okay. I think there's so many things, exciting things to talk about today's episode, because we're getting ourselves ready for all this holiday stuff, which is a lot. Yeah. It's parties, it's gift giving, it's what do you do, the do's and don'ts, it's etiquette, it's being, you know, as low, like managing PTSD.
Yeah, today we're going to talk a lot about gift giving. Let me ask you a question.
So we're not going to say what happened on the Eyewitness News in our neighborhood?
I thought that was a sweet segue that we just did, like the way that just all worked.
That we never told the story?
But we didn't tell the story. Okay.
Should we just say? Okay, yeah. This is more of like a public service announcement / trigger warning. A dad had just pulled up in his driveway in our neighborhood.
Yes, close by.
And he was unloading groceries, and his
morning time
toddler daughter was in the yard. He let her out of the car so that she can, you know, crawl around and whatever.
Front yard, yes. Front
yard of their home, and this MF coyote came up and grabbed her by the dress or the boots, or, you know,
by the ass. It looked like it grabbed her by the ass and was dragging her.
And she started screaming, "She's fine. She's fine. She's okay. Minor, you know, injuries according to the report."
And she was not like little baby. She was, you know, like Shamsa. She was a toddler.
Yes, she was a toddler.
Like, where the fuck are you going? It was half the size of the coyote. It wasn't like it was a little, you know what I mean? The coyote wasn't much bigger than what he was trying to take away to eat.
It was bold.
Bold and not, you know, and must have been starving.
So this he or she coyote grabbed her by the booty with his mouth, but then she screamed, and the dad, you know, got her and got him away. But then the coyote didn't run away. The coyote stood there squaring off, trying to be like, no.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That would be the last. And if we have any animal lovers out there, I apologize. I'm just letting you know, as a dad, that would be the last day of life for that coyote for me. That's a declaration of war. You know, I would have thrown the kid back in the car, locked the door, and then I'm going to try and kill him and the rest of his family. I'm just letting you know.
Well, his family wasn't there.
Well, I'm going to find him. I'm going to track them down. I'm going to get his coonskin cap like fucking Davy Crockett. Okay. I'm going to go hunt that dude. I'm going to hunt him in the forest until...
the point is, though, to be really careful. He tells all his coyote
friends to stay away from that block. Trust me, that would never happen again.
Right. Like my mom says that you kind of have to let the coyotes know not to come to your house again.
Yeah.
If you
fucking Vida, yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. And not so many words. You got to send a message. You know, don't come here doing that shit on my block. You know, what
right? I mean? But
make an example. Like tie one to the mail. You know, tie him to the mailbox. Tell all his friends.
The argument is we're on their land, and then the other side of the argument is, bro, it's everybody's land. You know?
Yeah, whatever. This land is your land. This land is mine. I don't care. You bite my kid and try and drag my kid away looking to eat him?
Yeah.
I don't care whose land it is, dude. there's gonna be a problem.
Well, I think the coyotes, these are, obviously we feel sorry for any creature on this earth.
Yes.
But at the same time, they usually eat other wildlife to stay, alive. They don't prey on something that just came out of a car. They're supposed to be really smart. So they kind of know when they're coming for humans.
They know when they get the good
It's not
deals.
like they don't know.
Yeah, when they get the good deals. But listen, that's a crazy. That coyote's nuts, right? Then that's as far
And
as
he's out there. And this just happened yesterday.
As far as crazy coyotes go, that's like an arch criminal. You know what I mean? You got to do something with him. You got to put him in a supermax.
Right. I mean, I don't know what a supermax is.
Colorado, the penitentiary is supermax penitentiary.
Oh,
where
maximum penitentiary.
But like the supermax, where like all the worst criminals in the world, or at least in America, go to.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's a supermax. Like I said, there's two of them. Like one's in Colorado, and I don't know what the other one is.
I wouldn't want to live in Colorado.
But it's like the
there.
worst, the worst of the worst criminals. That's where they go.
The fact that you can't unload your groceries safely in our neighborhood without worrying about, your safety on that level.
I would still be all right with it. I mean, you can't live your life. Like if we tell your mother that story.
I did. I sent her the video.
Forget about it, dude. Forget about it.
So I told my mom, I was like,
we'll be able to unpack the car again. We're going to have to do it we have to have a drive-in kitchen. Park in the kitchen somehow.
Yeah. I told her, and then she goes, I go, you've left Shams out front before.
For sure.
To go inside and like do something to Ziggy.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, Mommy, why are you here and Shams is outside?
Because Ziggy was hungry. Toya was hungry.
I'm like, she's like, no, I never. Yeah. I go, ask Tommy. He'll tell you.
100,000,000%.
She's like, why would I leave? And I go, because you were like grabbing like a coffee refill or a Splenda.
She does it with Toya, knowing that Julio was taken by
moving on.
One of those.
Never mind.
One of those coyotes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's different from humans in a way, even though I love Toya and Julio and all the dogs.
Yes, very different. I completely agree.
All right, so let's go on to what you were saying before. What is this? What did you say you were gonna?
I think that it's the season of giving, right?
Yes.
It's officially giving season.
Yes.
Let's talk about some gift giving. As a couple, I think that it's an interesting talking point amongst couples because you got you're Persian, I'm American. Well, you're American Persian, but you're more ethnic.
For anyone who doesn't know, I was born and raised.
Yes, but you have a lot more Iranian customs than you do American customs for the most part.
I have more Persian customs than you have Irish customs.
Yes. So what's it like from that vantage point of gift giving? Because from my experience, you guys don't really give gifts. You give money or you give coins, like jewelry and stuff like that. You don't really give gifts. We
only give gifts to the children. If you're under 18, or if you're 18 or under, you're not going to get a gift wrap present.
Okay.
Like my mom would always buy my cousins like clothes and like, give them something, but not once they got older.
And obviously there's a religious aspect to the holidays that you and I aren't very religious. So it's not really about that. I'm talking, if you're in a relationship this time of year, gift giving is a big thing typically. But when you're married for, what are we married now? 5 years? We've been together 8?
Next year will be 5.
Married.
Yeah.
Next year we'll be together 9.
Well, relax. Okay, calm down. Okay. It's only we just hit 8, just like 2 months ago.
Yes. So next year would be 9.
And then in 2 years it'll be 10. And
you're the one that took us down that road.
What road?
That next year. I wasn't me. You said it. You said next year it will be 5. And I said, all right, so then next year it'll be 9. And
okay.
You got crazy.
All right. Well, so what is it that you're trying to say about this?
No, I'm just saying, I think that gift giving is an interesting topic. And I think that, what do you, who do you think gets gifts?
First of all.
In your life?
First of all, I love the tradition of just keeping it with the kids. Give the gifts to the kids and your significant other.
But fuck the kids. and your significant other. I'm saying, is there anybody outside of your, that like, does the mailman get a gift? Does he get a
Oh
tip?
yeah, you have to.
You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who's getting a gift? And I understand. Right now, shit's tough, dude. Shit
It's
is
very
tough.
difficult times.
When things are flush, everybody's getting a gift. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, things aren't. Is the mailman still getting a gift? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, who's getting a gift? Who you like worrying about making sure that you get something for every year? Your boss, your coworkers,
Okay.
your roommate. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, the first thing is yes to the mailman. I think you give something modest. Like I think a $20 budget is perfect. If you can afford to do more, great. If you are someone that's really strapped for cash, because honestly, like it would be great to give someone a C note, right? If you have it like that, give them $1,000, whatever people can afford.
Yeah.
But like,
and I just don't, I know from firsthand experience, I don't think people are in that position this year. So even if you were that person, hey, here's a C note, you know what I mean? I don't think you can do that this year.
right. The person that used to be able to do that may not be able to. But I think the other thing is like, if you're not going to do $20 to your mailman or, let's say in our world, there would be
the water guy. Do we tip the water guy? Is it even the same guy?
The landscaper?
No, yeah, okay. But he's not.
You mean the pool guy? We don't.
No, I mean the guy that brings our water.
I don't think it's the same guy. It's like UPS.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a different guy.
But you could do your UPS.
It's the same guy. I didn't know that. Last year, it's funny we're talking about this. Last year I spit the bit, dude. I tip, like I'm the one that normally takes care of that for us, right? So I tipped everybody, but I didn't realize that the UPS guy was the same guy.
It's his route.
Yeah, I didn't realize. So
First of all, it
wasn't until like January when I saw him like 3 different times, and I'm like, wait, you're the same fucking guy. You know what I mean? Because the mailman I know his name. Like, hey, Charlie, you know what I mean? I know him. You know what I mean? But this guy, I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't give him anything. But then I gave him a bottle of booze.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gave him
Peak
a bottle
7?
of booze. No. I should have done that, but it wasn't at that time of year. I don't think we didn't become a partner in Peak till March. So it was more January.
Okay.
I gave him a bottle. I actually double gifted. I re-gifted something that Shoehead gave me.
Which was what?
A bottle of Macallan, which was very nice. It was very classy.
Well, that's a really
I hope he
nice
doesn't
one.
listen, but I was just like, it hit me like a thunderbolt that holy shit, this is the same guy, and I didn't give him nothing.
I've noticed because
I ran in and got, hey, yeah, buddy. And trust me, he was very happy with.
Well, that's generous because I think that's like a $300 bottle.
It was something like that.
Yeah,
definitely was.
But the other thing is that, and Cousin Zeba taught me this is.
Cousin Zeba.
Yeah, if you don't have a big budget for giving gifts, just being thoughtful and giving something to someone is really, really awesome.
Zeba and I are on the same wavelength. She gives good gifts, so do I. We've always been like,
she pays attention.
I completely agree with her. It's not about the money. It's about the gesture. Like with the mailman, to me, it's more about the money because he could use the money.
Right.
But if it's someone that you're personally involved with more day to day, I do try to take an active listen to, oh shit, they'd like this. And then, if things are going real good, come Christmas, I'll get them something or their birthday or something like that. We're not at that level this year.
I mean,
so we're not going, people, the people that, I'm only giving gifts to a select few this year. Let's just put it that way.
So everyone who doesn't know, Tommy was born in December, and the pressure for me to also not just knock Christmas out of the park, but also your birthday. So it's harder because you have to you can't spread it out. I mean, it's harder because both things happen within 4 days.
It's not just that. To be quite frank, my wife is probably one of the most self-involved people that ever. She doesn't. It's not in her nature to think about me and what I would want for, so it's like a very last minute deal. So it becomes like, oh shit, then it's pressurized and it becomes like, fuck what you know what I mean? She doesn't, it's not your fault. You just don't, like I said, I'm someone that when I hear that they like a certain, whether, I don't know what a good example would be, but I'm good at gift
Like your
giving.
favorite almonds. You know,
Yeah,
like
something
your
like that.
favorite.
That's more Zeba.
Yeah.
But we're very much like that. Where I hear you say something.
Like she knows that I liked the wasabi diamond, blue diamond almonds.
Yeah.
And she'll give me like a little care package.
Yes.
And I think that that's the perfect gift, is that if you know what one of your best friends or spouse or anyone that you want to do that, and you even like open it up and make a little notes app for that person, like then
It goes a lot further.
when it comes time to like their birthday or a Christmas thing, or like someone just, you know, did something nice for you and you want to return the gesture, then remember what they like, you know?
Yes.
I remember,
But like,
I sent somebody, like they were like juicing. So I sent them, you know, like via Uber Eats, some juice, and they were like, wow, like
Yeah.
they just knocked their socks off.
100%. And again, that has nothing to do with price. That's got nothing to do with money.
No, it's like $20.
It's just thoughtful. And, you know, you brought it up with like the notes, and we've discussed this in the past, but every day, well, you know, I might miss a day when we go, like we went back to New York. I didn't bring it with me because I didn't want to lose it or forget it. But every day I write a note to Shams in a book, and someone in our DMs made the suggestion that I create an email. And I've thought about that in the past, but the email to me is not personable. The book is personable.
Well, the
It's
other
something
thing
he
is
can
that the
hold,
emails
and
have
it's-
to be printed out, because otherwise you could lose your email.
Yeah, but even let's just say in a perfect world, you never lose the email.
But I did get that DM, and I thought that was really smart.
I've had someone tell me that in the past too. But the reason why I don't do that for anybody out there listening is because, like I said, the book is much more personable to me.
Of course it
You
is.
know, so, and I think it would be much
It's your
more,
handwriting.
Yes.
And I have a
And I got 5 of them. I think I'm on to right now. You know what I mean? So it looks like more to me than an email chain. You know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong. That's also a great idea.
No, but
too.
she was saying that if it's the difference between you not doing it at all, then maybe to me, MJ, you can do emails so that it's better than nothing.
Oh, she was talking
That's
to you.
yeah.
Well, you know.
She was saying that
Well,
since
I clearly love him more. I mean, you know, like I said, I do it every day.
yeah.
I bought you the same book with the same idea, and you did like, you know, she's got like 6 random entries into it, and each one is like a page and a half long. So like, she got hold of it for a day, and she went all in, gave him a bunch of life lessons, and then she didn't talk to him again for 6 months.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to talk about partying this month, okay? I have this genius idea that when we get invited to a holiday party, that instead of taking your spouse or dragging your boyfriend or husband or whatever who doesn't really want to go anyway, if you get invited to a party, think about someone, a friend that you've wanted to link up with all year long and you haven't gotten together.
Brilliant.
And be like, hey,
Or even
I got to go to this party.
Or even like a date, but not a date. Because I don't think a date is the right idea, because you might feel out of place. But I like what you're talking about is a social date. It could be man, could be woman, could be whatever. And I completely agree. It's a nice place to kind of meet. Everybody's tuning up a little bit, so it gets a little bit relaxed. Genius idea.
So the way it goes is like this. Let's say you've got like your 5 top people that you've wanted to link up with all year. And because you're both busy and life, whatever, you haven't gotten together. And in your mind, you know, the reason why you haven't gotten together is because you're not prioritizing them enough to be able to like dedicate half a day to go out with them.
And vice versa.
Right? And vice versa. However, I have to go to this party. I am going to this party. Forget about Tommy. He doesn't care. He doesn't need to go. He doesn't want to go.
He doesn't want to go.
What I said at the top of it.
Yes.
And
it's not just, no offense, it's not just me. You're speaking to all the women, everybody out there. Men too.
Leave your husband that doesn't want to go anyway.
And listen, it could be the wife if it's a, fight, like, you know, 5 guys getting together and with wives that she doesn't like. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
It could be that too. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So it's really,
or you're just indifferent about it. You don't like them or hate them.
Yes.
But it's just like, you know what, honey?
But the premiere of Real Housewives season 9 is on tonight, and I'd much rather stay home and fucking watch that. You know what I mean?
Or you haven't seen your friend Jill or your friend Eric or whomever in so long.
Yes.
This is the perfect opportunity where you get an adventure together. You get to go dressed up. And that other friend might think of doing that as well, like to invite you,
yes,
or to whatever their friends, but it's a hack.
Yes.
You know, this is like a pro tip about being able to condense and catching 2 birds with 1 net. And that way you're going to get dressed up together. You're going to have a date. You didn't really make that sacrifice that you don't have time for the rest of your life.
You're going to make a memory too. Because,
you make a memory.
Because the parties, you know, it's not like getting together and just going to some place on a Tuesday night. The service might
That's
suck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it just might be a pain in the ass to get there. Like, a party's just, they're not going to say they're coming unless they're in the party spirit. You know what I mean? So,
right.
So, like, I really feel like that's a brilliant, it's the first time you've told it me too. But that's a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant hack, as you put it.
Yeah, pro tip. So this month, you know, you're going to be going to holiday things, right? If you are going empty-handed, fuck right off. Don't show up to someone's house empty-handed. Just don't. Even if it's a generic bottle of something, or if it's a tiny little house plant, or even better, you can get, if they have kids, bring a gift for their kid. You know, it's going to go a long way. It never has to cost a lot of money. It can always be, but just don't go empty-handed.
I will say this. That's a very East Coast custom, and it's a very Persian custom, because outside of the Persians that I've dealt with here in L.A., they don't do it. Like, meaning the people that live here in L.A. don't do that. Persians are the only ones. Persians are the only ones that I've seen that do that. They're like, oh, shit, we can't. You got to pull over, dude. Yes. I got to get something before we walk in that house. I'm not walking in there. And that's a very, like, that's back home. It's a lot. They're like that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we have to get something. You can't just show up.
You could even go to the grocery store. Listen, even if money is tight, go to the grocery store.
Get a crumb cake.
Find something. Yes. Go to the baked area. Get a loaf, a baguette, something.
Yeah. But again, that's a very, you know, outside, you know, people like laughing, not laughing at you, but people give you shit about it. Because they're not doing it. They don't, you know, out here, I don't see that a lot. You know, you're the only ones.
Do you know what I did? I was in a hurry to take Shams to our friend's 1-year baby birthday. And because I knew I didn't have time to go into like a place to get something for a baby 1-year-old girl, I pulled over and got a dozen glazed donuts. That was like less than $20. Yeah. Who doesn't love a giant box of, you know, a dozen donuts?
I've done something like that either. Like, I've gone.
It's very smart.
Where she's come in literally with like a bag of shit from, you know, the newsstand. You know what I mean? Just because she wasn't coming into that house for the first time without giving them something.
Sure.
Yes.
But I mean, and that's because if time is of essence, and you know, because you know, we are all. It's like we're not made of money, right? So we want to be able to be generous, like you said. It's a spirit of giving, and there's one more thing.
But there's way more in the thought that counts.
Yes, that's why you have to be creative about doing things that are thoughtful and doing it on a budget.
And again, especially a year like this, because I know people out there right now are not doing as well as they were doing a year, 2 years.
Oh man, we see it.
I just know you can't.
Left and right.
Inflation's the price of inflation is too high. Even if you were Scrooge McDuck and you were just sitting on money, your money isn't worth the same as it was 3 years ago,
right?
A year ago, 2 years ago.
The thing that we should be spending our money on, and then what I'm seeing, and that's part of what like the Patreon means so much to us and this podcast means so much to us, is because it's things that are going to make you feel happier, give you like something. It just really has to serve you. It has to be quality, you know, has to cheer you up, make your life easier, more efficient, you know, just why are you looking? What's that smirk?
I'm not looking at you.
Oh, okay.
You know?
No, but there was like a little glimmer in your eye, like a sparkle.
Okay.
I thought I caused that. Okay. So here's the other thing. The reason why I didn't get blackout drunk at the last couple of things that I did, like the Kaplan wedding and Thanksgiving dinner.
Stay back, fellas. She's all mine.
Yeah. I realized that if I'm someone that likes to drink, like I always want to have a drink in my hand. If I drink it fast, I'm going to refill it and want another one. So I switched to champagne for a party. Just have champagne. You can't get trashed from champagne unless you really overdo it.
But the problem is if you overdo it, that champagne hangover, like it's like a donkey kick.
I will tell you, I
For
drank
2 days.
I drank champagne at Jeff's house. The bubbles fill you up, so you kind of can't have that much, you know, and it's low in alcohol. It's not like vodka. It's not heavy like wine, sugary, and it's just beer. Also, that's another thing. I'm drinking some right now, and it kind of just gives you that feeling like you're still having something. And mocktails, like you can do a mocktail and then a cocktail. Mocktail, glass of water, and then a cocktail. Because even sometimes having
What's a mocktail? Is that Molly?
you don't know what a mocktail is?
Yeah, I drink a ton of them.
Mocktail, as in mock.
So
It's an alcohol-free beverage. So everything but the alcohol.
yeah, that's great.
And no, some people do it.
Yeah.
I think it's like smart way not to get blackout drunk.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're going to a party, here are some things that I read that I thought were so fucking good. Okay. The number one was when you RSVP. Make sure you RSVP on time. Make sure that if you're late, you let the hostess know that you're running late as far in advance as you know that you are. But plan for it. Dress appropriately. Ask if you can bring something. Don't just bring like desserts, because my friends at Thanksgiving, they said everyone decided to bring it upon themselves to just bring sweets, and they didn't. It was a potluck, and they didn't have the actual real main courses. So if you want to help, bring something helpful, right? And then give yourself enough time to be there. And if you're the hostess of a party, you can appoint your closest friends to take care of one task each. Like, hey, do you mind making sure throughout the night that there's ice?
Yeah.
That's all. Just you be in charge of the ice. Or if somebody else is like, will you be in charge of like the coats or like greeting people at the door?
Like Tim Watley.
Who's that?
In Seinfeld. He gave everybody a job when they came to his parties.
Oh
Can you
my
watch?
God.
Can you be in charge of the coats? Can you do the radio? Can you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get
like
ice?
one person.
Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. There you go.
And then that
You're
way,
like an HR rep, or like a manager.
because
Give
if
everybody
the
a gig.
hostess is running around stressed, that's not a good host.
No.
That's actually not on the etiquette list. Like a host has to also have time to
Enjoy themselves.
enjoy themselves. Yes.
Yeah, it's their party.
Yes.
I figure they get to relax a little.
Yes.
Remember when we had the house party when
So-
you were pregnant? It was great. The Christmas party.
Yeah.
And then Layla shit in the garage. That's the word on the street, bro. Layla, I hope you're listening. The word on the street that Layla took a human
Have you not-
actually took a shit in our garage, and the word was that it was Layla garage.
Literally right now, the goldfish just took a shit. I swear to God.
Yeah, maybe it was them, but no, that looked like a horse took it. It looked like a reindeer, like one of Santa's reindeer got into my garage and took a dump that I had to clean up.
I just can't.
Ugh.
I just can't.
Oh, it's
I just
brutal.
can't.
It's
I just
brutal.
can't. It's just
Yeah.
so disgusting.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that's one of the reasons I don't really like to have house parties, because there is the chance that someone's gonna take a reindeer-sized shit in your garage,
Well,
and you might have to clean it up.
Guess what?
Yeah.
No one's coming all the way out here to the West Valley
That's true.
anymore.
That's not.
That was the Hollywood Hills.
That's not true. People will come.
But,
If you have booze, people come, bro.
okay, so you want to throw a party? Is what you're saying?
Absolutely. I just told you the reason that I'm good.
Okay, so another thing that we do this time of year, don't go overboard on like eating like your plane's going down. If there's one thing I've appreciated about my F45 routine is that even if I don't go as hard every day, I still go. Thanksgiving Day I went, yesterday I went, today I didn't go, tomorrow I will, but like this idea of that, like, oh, it's the holidays, we're going to pack on pounds. You don't have to do that to yourself. And then just like start January feeling like down on yourself. So keep your plan outside activities. Grab your cute sweaters and coats and jackets and like pull those things out of the closet, because if you're like every other human on the planet, you have been in a global pandemic. The last few years has been a little bit low key, or you had a kid like us and you just don't do as much. So I love the idea of staying on top of your wellness and your fitness and enjoy stuff, but just have like one cookie, not all the cookies. And don't forget to like do your workout, even if you're going to be a little more busy. I think that's another good way of just like keeping yourself happy from the inside.
Let me ask you this. How many gifts is too many gifts to give your kid?
I don't think that Shams should have. I mean, what are we going to get him? First of all, we have to sit down and write a letter to Santa. First of all, we have to sit with him and help him write a letter to Santa Claus.
Yeah, but if you folks, for our day one people out there that have been listening to the podcast for a long time, they might remember last year we had a discussion because Shams wasn't really at the point yet. He didn't know who the fuck Santa was. This year, he's got an idea who Santa is. And does Santa get all the credit? You know what I mean? Does Santa get all the credit? At some point, you're like, no, listen, man, we worked hard for this shit. This is from us. You know what I mean? You give Santa one or two, give him a few gifts to let him shine.
No, I think...
But how many gifts also is too many gifts? You know, I recognize there's a lot of people out there that can't get many gifts. Like, I got him...
Well, the tree looks good. The tree looks sad if it's not full of gifts. But, I mean, that's just...
Okay.
That's just like...
Okay, so what's he gonna do? Kill himself?
I heard that Kylie Jenner just had to take down a post of her lavish Christmas tree and her like closet tour, and people were like, "Fuck you!" Like, we're living in not a time to be flossy floss.
Yeah, it's definitely not the year to be. Look what I got.
The other thing is, I honestly don't think that we need anything. You know, I mean, he has so many toys.
You know what I'm going to get him a lot of because he's been liking
books?
More? Well, yeah, I always try to get him some books, but puzzles. He's been into the puzzles lately.
I've wanted to get
I've
75 piece.
I've ordered a bunch. So
a bunch?
Yeah, a bunch. I've ordered like 10 different puzzles.
Can you tell, ladies, will you stop ordering things without including me and saying, "Hey, babe, I just ordered this for him"?
You order shit all day long.
For Shams?
In general.
I ordered Shout for laundry detergent.
Listen, you order shit all day long and you ain't running by me. I'm getting the kid puzzles.
I want to be included in what you're choosing to get him for Christmas.
I just told you I got him puzzles.
How many piece?
You know, whatever's 3 to 5 year old. I bought him like 10 different puzzles.
But are they 75 pieces or 50 pieces or 25 pieces?
Again, whatever it was for 3 to 5 year olds. Whatever Amazon showed, that was the search I put for 3 to 5 year olds.
So you didn't count?
And they gave me back whatever there's a fire truck one, there's a Paw Patrol one, there's a map of the United States.
Hopefully he can't hear you.
Yeah, he should be all right. And I got him a couple of things from Costco that were just, they were great buys.
That he already saw.
He did see them that day.
You're dumb. He put them right there in the garage.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
that's why he was amazing to me. I didn't put him right there. I didn't like hide him, but I stuck him in
exactly.
A room
you didn't hide him.
We walked past it. He should it literally caught like Rain Man.
Eagle eyes.
Caught the eye. He was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "What? What do you mean? What is that? I don't know what that is." He's like, "That looks like a toy."
I'm gonna tell you, you should know better, and yeah. Just because you wouldn't notice doesn't mean he's a very observant child.
He really is, man.
I think you have your head up your ass, and that just happens with age.
And you're sharp as a tack.
I'm a hawk. I'm a hawk. I am a hawk.
That might be the funniest thing I'll hear all holiday season.
So, ladies, another thing you might want to do is check and see, do you have any store credits that you forgot about? Because I have this little Ziploc with store credits, and I'm like, oh my God, I should use this.
It's not a little Ziploc.
It's a good time to get into that.
She's got a lot of people that owe her a gift or something. You know what I mean? She got a plethora of stores too. It's pretty good. But How are you feeling on Santa this year? You want to give him the credit? I don't know, man, but I don't want to ruin it for his class either. You know?
I think that all the gifts should be from Santa Claus.
That's ridiculous. No way.
Okay.
No way, man.
All right.
No
So we have no answers to how many gifts. Do you have an answer? What do you want for Christmas, Tommy?
Just something where it looks like you put 10 seconds of thought into it.
So ask Seba.
Maybe that might be, probably your best bet. I know that, like, getting me 2 books from aisle 9 in Walmart, you know, from like,
oh my God.
Like, I know that's not it. That's not the, here you go. Merry Christmas.
That was just
James Patterson's newest book. Like, what
okay.
the fuck?
So you already got me my Christmas present because it's black and white Jordans that I wore.
Yes, but I'm gonna get. No, I get something else. That's again, it's not a lot of money. It's just thoughtful.
What's the budget? Oh, that's the thing we were gonna say. I was gonna say set a budget. Especially if you're a husband and wife and you're gonna be buying each other something. I think for us, like I know my friend Heather, she just tells her husband what she wants, and she'll like tell him like, I want this diamond tennis bracelet, and it's like in the $5,000 to $8,000 range. But like for you and me, I think you and I should say you absolutely can't go outside of this number, and then we both get each other whatever within a number.
A lot of people out there do the budget thing, and I just feel like it removes a lot of the, I don't want to say the romance, but like the romanticism from it. Like, you know, it's like you got a guideline, you know what I mean? Where, again, to me, it's way more just about the thought. It says
it's
to me
not
that,
like,
and it could have happened in fucking June. You know what I mean? Where, oh shit, this is something that he or she would really, really like.
And you're going to wait 6 months?
Yeah. Why the fuck not?
Because
you know what I mean?
you don't want them anymore.
That's not true. That's not true. Again, something thoughtful has no expiration date.
I don't love
you.
I don't love you.
I had a girlfriend that was the same way. That gave me directions. This is what I want. Just go get. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was in the store today and I saw this thing and I really liked it. Christmas is in a week.
So
you know what I mean? Like, okay, you know.
And did you just go ahead and get it?
Yeah, but like to me, that's not gift giving. That's almost, you know, that's
like, yeah, robotic.
It's not even robotic. I feel like it's like, okay, it's a little bit spoiled. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just her that rubbed me the wrong, but I feel like that's like, there's an entitlement there. You know what I mean? Like, I want that.
Okay.
Well, maybe I don't fucking have enough money to get you that this year. You know what I'm saying? But what if I get you something that it really says that I care and I notice and I pay attention? That's not good enough. It's got to glisten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so
well, you're romantic when you want to be. I don't love you less because I'm bad at it. You know, Craig and Brandon is like you. He will think and observe effortlessly. It's just a gift that comes with you guys.
Agreed.
He knows, and then he gets it and he nails it, right? Craig and I, we're kind of like, shit, what, you know, because like you're so basic, like, okay, Mets, all right, fine. Am I going to send you to spring training? No, I'm not. You're not going to spring training.
I don't want to go to spring training.
Okay, you don't?
No,
okay. Am I going to get you sports memorabilia? I've already done that. I've gotten you tons of that, right?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Listen, I don't want or need for anything.
Jordans. I've gotten
so
you Jordans.
Me, do I want something? I know. I don't want.
No, you want me to. No, I'm telling you.
If you're gonna get me something, I would much rather you put in a little thought than to say, "All right, I got time to go get Tommy something." I don't need anything that you're gonna go get me that day.
No,
you know what I mean? I don't. I'm good.
I'm saying.
I'm good.
What I'm saying is. For instance, right now I'm trying to think. I love, like, what would I want?
But again, that's just me. It doesn't make me right. I got friends out there that's exactly what they want too. That today you go get me the new pair of fucking whatever.
Right. What I'm saying is I put myself in the position of what would I want? Okay. I would want a brand new pair of kicks because that to me would be dope. You get to wear them every day. You get to look forward to putting them on every day. It's something that lasts for years before you are over them. And I've done that already too many times, so I can't do that. Can I do an experience? Can I take you to like a surprise concert or something? Depends on who's playing or whatever. Then
again, that's all you, bro.
like that's the way I'm. If I'm bad at that, it's just me doing what I would want, which to me is not selfish or thoughtless.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I have your birthday present nailed.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
So there's
you.
that. And so are you saying we can't have a budget? Not even an approximate budget?
Sure. Listen, I'll be the first to tell you this year, the budget ain't what it's been in the past. But again, it's never about that to me. It's more about the gift that I'm going to get you isn't anything great, but it's cute and it's thoughtful. And I think that, you'll get
You already know what it is.
I've already seen it. Yeah, but it's already ordered. So it's not, but again, it's nothing crazy by any stretch. But I think to get a little bit.
Can you give me hints on what kind of things you would like, or you have no idea?
I literally have no idea
what you want.
I don't want or need anything. I got a beautiful wife. I got a great marriage. I got a beautiful, healthy kid. I'm good, man. You know what I mean? I'm good. I don't want or need for anything. But again, if you're going to get me something.
But you're also not like one of them.
Get me something that's going to at least. Because, like, getting me a sweatshirt and expecting to be like, ooh, thanks for, it's like, all right, cool, thanks, no problem. But I don't really need the sweatshirt. You know what I mean? It's not, I appreciate it and I don't want to minimize it. But it's also, like I said.
Well, no one's going to get you a sweatshirt if they know you, because you don't care about clothes that much. But you do like to look nice.
Clothes. I got enough clothes, right? You know what I mean? Especially, like I said, right now, I don't need any more clothes, dude. You know what I mean?
I wasn't gonna, because you don't like clothes.
Yeah. But I got enough clothes.
And you aren't like into gadgets.
Also, and I feel.
And you're not into like a 9-iron.
I feel like a dick throwing out clothes. You know what I mean? Like that I'm getting rid of
Well, you only do it when it's got a stain. Then you drop it off at the
But sometimes it's like I don't have room. Like, because every year I do a cleaning. I do a cleaning in the spring, do a cleaning in the winter and purge a little bit. And someone's just like, I never wore this, but I'm never going to wear it. I got to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Who wants to do that? You know what I mean? Your mother will get me a lot of stuff. Sometimes she gets me great stuff, but sometimes she gets me like that real European stuff that I'm a little bit more Homer Simpson.
Banded collar shirts.
Yeah, I don't need to look like a pair.
Well, don't forget that the women and children's shelters they need everything.
I don't throw them in the garbage. I give them away. You know what I mean? But at the same point in time, it's just like, I don't need. I'd rather buy. I don't need the clothes.
All right, guys, just do me a favor. Send me some ideas for what to get Tommy for Christmas, okay? Because I am fresh the fuck out of ideas. He doesn't like jewelry. He doesn't put anything on his hands or his wrist or his car. He's not into sports stuff. Like, I can't get him rims. I can't get him clothes. I can't get him shoes. I can't get him books. I can't get him anything. So it's got to be an experience.
I don't need anything, babe.
And no, but like that's all for sure. Don't just like, you don't want a vacuum cleaner. You don't want knives. You don't want.
I would love a vacuum cleaner.
You don't want like a household appliance. You don't want gadgets.
An air fryer. I hear they're awesome.
Do you want an air fryer?
I hear they're awesome. You know what? Another one of our listeners was talking about the fact that I love the Crustables.
And
apparently, if you put a Crustable in an air fryer, it's heaven.
Okay, so is that, can I get you that for Christmas?
Knock yourself out.
It has to be a surprise.
Okay. Surprise.
Speaking of Christmas, when the fuck are we going to put our tree up?
Oh, that's happening in the next few days.
It rained in LA, so our fake tree, which is really nice and big. You think that it's the old tree that we knocked over the year that we fought?
You're using the proverbial we. I didn't knock shit over. You knocked the tree over.
And you dragged it to the front lawn.
Yeah, and I threw it in the front lawn. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Okay, well, I replaced it.
But yeah, are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's the broken one, dude, that's in there.
No.
I think it is.
I promise you.
Okay.
I replaced it.
I hope so, because if not, it's like, a fake Charlie Brown tree, which is really pathetic. Charlie Brown tree, at least, was a real tree. This is a fake tree that looks like battered and bruised.
All right. Well, next week we'll tell you the story about how Christmas went left.
Yeah, well, we talked about that already on the podcast.
Well, we're going to talk about it again next time.
Revise it,
No.
Well, maybe what will come back to us as we hang up ornaments that are like half broken, or like all the ornaments have something wrong with them because they got they got a little damaged in the transition.
Okay.
But we can remember, we could say, "Oh, look, this is from Crazy Christmas."
So as long as it's not clothes, car related, gadget related, tech related, book, jewelry, or anything else, give me an idea for Christmas because I got the birthday one down.
And speaking of books,
Please.
Speaking of giving, speaking of Christmas, first of all, I want to thank everybody that's given me books this year, all throughout the year, even more so of late. I can't do this without you. It really means a lot to me. I got to keep asking because I keep, it's December. Like to send these kids some books. If you could, please. Matter of fact, we have the Connor School in Las Vegas. The teacher's name is Sabina. She has 12 kids. The book that I'd like to get for that classroom this month is Trying by Kobe Yamada. You'll see it on my list, on the Amazon wish list. If you guys could help out, great. Whatever you guys can send, we'll get. But I appreciate you folks. And, like I said, it's Christmas. Let's try and give some kids some books if we could.
Cool. Cool.
Oh, before we get out of here, I've gotten a lot of follow-ups from all you broads that, all of you go to the weddings. We talked about last week that no one goes to the actual wedding. Everybody goes to reception. All you broads tell me, no. We all go to the weddings. We all love weddings. No offense. I didn't hear from one guy. Yeah, I get it. You ladies love the weddings. Go. The men don't go. The men don't do the weddings
You
too.
mean ceremony versus reception.
Yeah.
No, but they weren't saying that they love it. They were saying it's rude.
No, I've gotten DMs to me, not even through To The Dirt, to me, and 8 or 9 of them, every one of them, oh, Tommy, one of them was from fucking Ireland, telling me that, everybody goes to the wedding.
The ceremony, the wedding ceremony.
Again, it was just women.
So it's not a man-female thing.
Yes, it is. The men aren't going. The men aren't going.
No, but you were saying traditionally you're not supposed to. It's rude.
Yeah, no, I was saying.
Yeah, you were like, you're not supposed to.
It's for the family.
Bullshit and lies.
Well, according to the women,
no,
it is.
It's not. It's not. Go and find me. So everyone told you an answer that you don't want to hear.
No, it's women that told me.
And you
that.
decided it wasn't true.
Again, if I get 9 guys to tell me the same thing, then I'll eat crow.
Do guys listen?
Probably not. Well, I'm sure there's 9 guys out there in our thousands of downloads and our thousands of listeners. I'm sure there's 9 fucking guys out there. At least what I do here. I'm sure there's 9 guys. Fellas, if you're out there and you're listening, you tell me. If you agree with them and say, oh, no, we go too.
Hey, Samaj.
Again, I'll shut up.
Hey, Samaj, if you're listening, tell Tommy.
That's dirty.
Set him straight.
That's dirty. Samaj and I, that's dirty.
Or if you're Dan Kaplan.
Samaj seems to like to go to any party that's ever.
Do you think Dan Kaplan wanted us to be at the wedding ceremony?
At his? Yeah, great. But was he at ours?
Oh my God. Stop.
Hey, what?
Okay. Anyway, you guys, I just want to let you guys know that the bra review is up on the
that will be out
on the Patreon today.
That will be out today for sure.
And I do 4 bras and there's going to be more. So more bras.
And I can't believe how many people asked that question. Because I see it, even between the Patreon and even through our the email address. Oh, by the way, you should tell them my wife is giving something away.
In the spirit of giving, I am giving something away to y'all from my closet every week. So just all you have to do to qualify is sign up for our mailing list. And Tommy, how do they get there?
The tillthedirtpodcast.com. If you go to the bottom of the page, you'll see sign up name, email, and she'll pick somebody at random, I guess. How are you going to do that?
Yep. I'm going to pick someone at random and I'm going to send something that it'll be different every week. I mean, it might be a handbag first. It might be a t-shirt second. it will be something that I think is cool that someone would like.
Well, awesome. There's an idea that you had, and she wanted this because she was cleaning out her closet. She said,
I'm always going through my closet, which is a whole other lady centric that's coming next week, and that is just about being able to keep it fresh and new in your closet and for your fashion. So that's how I came up with it.
Yeah, it was real thoughtful. I think it's an awesome idea, and yeah, I think it's great.
All right, guys, we will see you next week.
Oh, yeah.